It's Crypto Bro here with the Crypto Bro Show. Welcome back, my friends, to another hot video. Today is Wednesday, April 9th, and in today's short, quick video, we're going to be taking a look at the crypto markets to see how it's reacting after all these Trump and China tariffs. But before we dive in too deep into that, guys, I do have to hit you nerds with this nice little legal disclaimer. Alright, guys, please remember this channel is for entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. It is a part of educational content. You should always consult a professional for legal advice. Once again, my friends, this is not financial advice. So if you guys are just waking up today, you guys will probably turn on the news and you guys will see all these news articles, Trump put a big tariff on China. It's like 104%. And then China, they retaliated back, guys, as you guys can see over here. All right, China slapped us with an 84% tariff. All right, guys. So it's a whole big tariff war right now, guys. There's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market. If you guys go to coinmarketcap.com, you guys will see the fear and greed index is at a 15. I haven't seen it that low in a while, but yeah, these tariffs, guys. It's crazy out there. Everything's going up in price. Pretty much besides Bitcoin, right? So we got Bitcoin trading for 77,000, ETH going for 1496. That's the lowest I've seen ETH in a while, guys. XRP 184. We got Binance Coin going for 564. Solana 107. Dogecoin 14 cents. Tron 23. And Cardano 57 cents. So, guys, a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market, not only in the crypto market, but in the stock market as well. As you guys can see, this is the Amazon stock. It continues to dip significantly, guys. As you guys can see, it's had some massive, massive dips. And this is Amazon we're talking about, all right? This is the company, one of the biggest companies in the world by market cap. To be exact, it's the fourth largest company. And fun fact about Amazon is a lot of people do their shopping on Amazon, right? About half of America has an Amazon Prime membership. So that's crazy, right? That's millions and millions of Americans. So if Amazon's going down, shit, it's not a good market, guys. That's kind of how one good way to judge the market there. We got a couple of good ones going up, NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, but for the most part, there's some fluctuation in the markets, and there's been a lot of money, guys, wiped out of this market. So let me show you guys this little fun fact over here. So if you guys go to this website, right, companiesmarketcap.com, and you guys go over here in the top left hand corner, you guys will see the total market cap, right? This is all the 10,000 companies that they're tracking. And if you guys click on this, it's going to show you the market cap chart. As you guys can see over here, February 16th, earlier this year, the whole market was worth $117 trillion, guys. And then, as you guys could see, Trump tariffs, massive hit, guys. Look at that. Massive hit. So we wiped out $18 trillion from the market. So that's why there's a lot of extreme fear in the market. Not just fear, but extreme fear. So at the moment, guys, there's not too many winners out here. Shout out to Hyperliquid. It's up 12%. This one seems legit because it's got some good volume. We may have to take a look at this in a future video. But for right now, guys, I feel like the only way to make money in this market is for you to dollar cost average in, continue to buy Bitcoin. One day it's going to go back up. Or you could short the market if you're like a really advanced trader, right? But for that, you do got to do your own research. If you're shorting, next thing you know, Elon pumps out a tweet or Donald Trump tweets something. Bitcoin could go up 5% in 24 hours and it could wipe out your short. So at the end of the day, guys, I feel like the best course of action for the majority of us is to kind of be patient with Bitcoin and just dollar cost average in, guys. Just all these projects that you guys believe in, whether it's Bitcoin, XRP, Solana, guys, just keep buying them. You know what I'm saying? Just keep buying the projects, keep holding it. One day it's going to go up. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know when, but we know one day, these tariffs, it's going to end. A lot of countries, they're coming to talk with President Trump, and they're trying to negotiate what's it called like some sort of an exemption to the tariffs. You know what I'm saying? So for right now, guys, it's going to be a rough period of time. A lot of coins are going to go down. There's not going to be that many winners. But overall, guys, this could be a good thing, guys. So depending on how you see it, let's go ahead and check this out, guys. Let's put Bitcoin on a weekly chart. All right, so we're on a weekly chart over here. As you guys can see, we're going down like 10 weeks in a row. If we continue to go down, you guys are going to be able to pick up some rather cheap Bitcoin in the future. All right, so let's go ahead and draw out this scenario here. All right, guys, so let's see. Let's put a little line over here. All right, so let's kind of draw this one out, guys. Now, this is just a hypothetical scenario, but let's say it continues to go down the way it's been going down, as you guys can see. All right, it could do some moves like this, right? Kind of zigzag down, boom, 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 boom. That puts Bitcoin at like 19, 20,000 a coin. You guys see that? That's 19, 20,000 a coin. So, guys, you know, that's kind of scary and it's kind of good at the same time, because think about this, right? If you know Bitcoin's going to go back up, and there's a lot of people saying it's going to do 200K, 400K, even $1 million a coin. If you know it's going to do $1 million a coin, or you believe it, right? If you get the opportunity to accumulate for 19, 20,000 a coin, that's not too bad. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the real estate market crashed. You know, now a house that's worth $1 million is only worth 300,000. But you can pick up that $300,000 house, sit on it for a few years. Next thing you know, it's worth 1.6. So it's kind of like how Warren Buffett says, guys. You know, be greedy when others are fearful. Be greedy when others are fearful. He wants you to buy and to accumulate. And that's what I think you guys should be doing too. And if you guys are uncertain, where can you buy Bitcoin, Solana, XRP? If you guys are new to this channel, guys, go ahead and drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to this channel, because it really helps YouTube push out this video to more people. And if you're wondering where you can buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, all these other coins safely and securely in a quick, convenient way, guys, the exchange that I use is going to be Coinbase. So I'm going to put a link to Coinbase in the YouTube description below. That is an affiliate link, so when you use the link, it does support the channel, but it will give you an extra $20 of Bitcoin on any qualifying purchase. So if I were you guys, I'd be dollar cost averaging in, because it looks like Bitcoin's going to continue to go down. And then one day, guys, we don't know when that day is, right? I'm not clairvoyant. I can't predict the future with a 1,000,000% certainty. But one day, you'll get a Donald Trump tweet, an Elon tweet. China will do something with Bitcoin. New Zealand, France, they'll do a Bitcoin reserve. More and more countries, they're looking at what America's doing. And if America gets involved with Bitcoin, so will these other countries as well, guys. So now is really the accumulation phase. We've had a few phases like this in the past, guys. If we kind of zoom out over here, zoom back into the past here. Let's see. Let's show you guys this over here. All right, guys. So, yep. As you guys can see over here, we had pretty much the same situation happen. So we had a nice little run up, as you guys can see. Boom, 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 boom. And we had a crash down. You guys see that? Boom. So let's go ahead and show you guys the numbers over here. We had a massive run up. Went up like 500%. And then we had a slight correction. You guys see that? So this happens all the time, guys. 500% down 68%. So if we do the same math over here, if we kind of speculate. All right, let's say we're at over here. And we drop 68%, 70%. Oh, yeah, okay. So this is the price of Bitcoin, guys. If this happens over here, let's go ahead and point this out to you little nerds over here. All right. Yep. All right, over there. $30,000 Bitcoin, guys. You know, it's plausible. And even then, $30,000 Bitcoin is, in a bear market, it's still pretty pricey. So Bitcoin would still be holding its value pretty well. You know, honestly, guys, I hope it goes down a little bit more. You know, maybe $2,000 Bitcoin. Because that'd be wild. And I would start selling some of my stuff to start accumulating more. Because I know if I can get a Bitcoin for $2,000 and later sell it for $100,000, that's a pretty good profit for me. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, man. You know, these Trump tariffs, you know, they send us in a downward hill, guys. You know, it's I thought my boy Trump over here was all about the money. I thought he was going to make us rich as hell, but looks like he's going to make us poor as hell at the moment, guys. But long term, guys, if you invest in good projects like Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, these are some solid projects, guys. I think in the future, XRP could probably do 15, 20 a coin. Solana could probably do 500, 600 a coin. So it's a good opportunity to multiply your money, guys. But, you're going to have to be patient. And you're going to have to be very, very disciplined. Because, this isn't 2010 anymore, guys, when Bitcoin came out. Or let's see. Let's check the exact date over here. Let's go over here. I think the white paper came out in 09, 010. Let's see here. Yeah, all-time low, 2010. Guys, could you imagine getting in on this for 4 cents? Oh, guys, I remember just seeing Bitcoin back then, just thinking that this whole thing was a scam. I was so naive, and I just didn't have any idea of how markets worked, But hey, you live and you learn, right? So at the end of the day, guys, bearish market here. It's going to be bearish for a while. It's not going to be too exciting. That's really it, guys. Crypto Bro signing out.